You want to know what's crazy? Now we see who need them motherfucking stamps. Well, now we see who really down bad and shit, who really need them more than us, huh?
White TikTok. Like, for real, get me off of it. I need black people to start commenting ASAP because I'm over there and them asses are talking about, oh my God, do y'all know SNAP benefits come from us? We give out SNAP benefits. It comes from us. It was created for y'all. The first white person to receive SNAP benefits was what, 1939? And her name was Maybelle and she lived in New York. And baby, when black folks tried to get it, they excluded the sharecroppers as well. And then white wholesalers manipulated the program and profited off of it, leaving black folks out to the dust. Now what stopped that shit was the Food Stamp Act of 1964. 64, y'all. My mama was born in 65. So let me get this straight. White people, y'all have benefited off of food stamps longer than any other race in this fucking country. Black folks just got that shit for real in 1964. Hell, we got that before we got our voting rights. And then in the 1980s, y'all got pissed off that we were getting actual help. And y'all started coming up with the trope, the welfare queen, saying black people and black women in particular were using food stamps to get over on the government, leading to increased restrictions and eligibility. Restrictions only harmed low-income people of color, i.e. black folks. As of 2023, 37% of white people in America are on SNAP, 26% are black, and 16% are Hispanic. So who's really living off our shit? Y'all get on my nerves.
Quite a show. I want you all to mark your calendars because come November 1st, if SNAP and EBT benefits are not made available, there is going to be a group that is going to spectacularly crash out online and in the media. But it's not going to be the group that many people think that it will be. This country has long lied on Black Americans, saying that we're lazy, that we always have our hand out, that we always play the victim, and that we are the majority recipients of government assistance. One of the most damaging and devastating racist lies that have been told about our community is that our Black American women are welfare queens who have babies out of wedlock so that they can subsist on government assistance. Some members of our own community even have internalized that lie and believe it. But it is a lie. Black Americans, the majority of us know that we are the group that is the exact opposite of all of those racist lies. Despite living in a racist, anti-Black nation, we continue to survive and in many cases thrive because we excel at making something out of nothing, of surviving seemingly insurmountable odds with our resilience and ingenuity and persistence. But come November 1st, if those SNAP and EBT benefits are not available, the world is going to see who the true welfare queens have always been. And let me tell you something. They belong to the same group as those farmers who have been all over the media and online crying and begging for the federal government to give them yet again another handout to bail them out. Because they have been dependent and reliant on federal government handouts for generations. And it is intended for them to get another bailout with their own tax dollars after the shutdown ends. It's going to be that same group that those farmers belong to. They are going to be melting down all over the place. And it's going to be quite a show.
If you're worried about the stoppage of food stamps in the next 2 weeks, you need to listen to this video. This is going to cause a major ripple effect in American society, not just with households, not just with small businesses, but local economies at large. Families are going to start skipping meals. You're going to be practicing how to fast without even trying to practice how to fast. Local food banks will see numbers at large, huge lines outside of their building. And crime is going to skyrocket. Looting is going to be something that is also in the forecast as well. But how does this impact the Black community? Fortunately, this will cause an end to immediate food security. Now, this is something that we're not new to. In slavery, when it came to scarcity, we lived off the slop in the trash most of the time. I mean, just think about it. Black people have turned trash into delicacy. What do you think soul food is? If you black and you worried about this, please don't, because we have a community, and our community will speak and come together when the time is right. That's why you're not seeing us move. We're waiting on each and every one of us to get the message. A lot of people won't be able to see it, but I see it. And I know that if I see a brother or a sister during that time that's struggling, please come to my house and have a plate. We will figure this out together. But crime will not be the answer to any of this. You have to let these white people in these neighborhoods, I'm gonna tell you the truth, rich white people in rich communities use food stamp cards. That should tell you that obviously they're not making enough money to live with the Joneses. They got these big ass houses and driving these X7 Beamers as if they really doing it, living beyond their means. This is who this is truly going to impact. I made a video 2 days ago talking about why black people aren't moving into action. This is a form of us not moving into action because we know how to struggle. We come from the struggle. Do you understand what I'm saying? We're fine.
Hey family, welcome back to Echo Room Vibes. I appreciate every single one of you for tuning in today, especially those of you who stick around till the end of these deep dives. And of course, major credit to the originators and stitches of the video that sparked today's discussion. You all are the reason conversation like this stay alive and sharp. Now I wanted to sit with this one all the way through because what's happening with this snap cut isn't just an economic shift, it's a social mirror. It's a reflection of what America chooses to forget every few decades. Let's dive into the rest of the video and we'll be back for more commentary.
Look like me, we gonna be all right because we know how to make a way out of no way. What'll be interesting is the households where like Timmy lived with his little wife Sarah, and he gonna find out that Sarah took her ass down to the welfare office and she left off the application that she was married. That's how she be getting all them name brand food products, and when she ain't gonna be able to bring it in November, ooh, Timmy, what your ass go do? Because as much as they think that it's going to hurt people who look like me, do they know that they are the biggest recipients of food stamps? Somebody in the comment section said that they probably didn't know that SNAP and EBT was one and the same. And I don't fucking doubt it. Craziest part is that their vice president, Mr. J.D. Vance himself, was on food stamps most of his life. I mean, childhood going into adulthood, truly all a damn shame. But you know what? Sometimes you gotta set the bridge on fire, even if you standing on it, so you can let a motherfucker feel the burn. They gonna feel this burn.
I don't really like the way people are responding to the news of the food stamps possibly being cut. I don't like how people are telling other people to get a job. I don't think that's right. I don't think it's right. Like, congratulations. You have a job. You have made it in life. You are successful. You did what you have to do in school. You graduated, and now you are getting paid a high-paying job. Congratulations to you, but not everybody is as fortunate as you are. You can't sit here telling people, go get a job, go work, go do this. You know, like, some people don't have it as easy. Some people don't have it as fortunate. You got mothers right now that have no help, that have nobody that can help them. They need the food stamps to feed kids. Like, there's people that need these food stamps. You can't just sit there and tell people, go get a job. There's more people in the world right now than there are most jobs. Like, jobs are not even hiring like that. And when they do, they're not paying like that. You got people who done ran through the system. Like, you got people who are on disability. You got people who need the food stamps. Don't tell them, oh, it's their fault because of the choices they made in life. Everybody deserves a second chance. Everybody deserves a chance at a good life. Just because you made it in life and did what you had to do, don't mean other people don't deserve a shot. Like, you need to understand that this is important and this is a serious matter. Like, I hate when I see people say, oh, go get a job, stop relying on the government. Like, no, they need this help. Like, there are some people that really need this. It's a serious matter.
Yeah! I don't know. Y'all, I don't know how I landed on white TikTok, but y'all, the white TikTokers are in shambles because their benefits are being cut off.
I've always wondered is how did SNAP food stamp get equated to the black community? Like, I really want to know. It don't have to be a documentary, but I love a short 1-minute video of how those two got coincided. Because we know this for a fact that 75% of recipients of SNAP food stamp are white people. And then the rest are people of color, children who don't have parents who are basically raising themselves. Those are the population of people, right? We're talking about 75% of the welfare queens, right, are white people. So if we know this, right, when that man said he was about to go do what he was about to go do, y'all voted for him anyways for a second term. Don't know why, but nevertheless, right? Now y'all talking about, oh, I never voted for this. This wasn't a part of the deal. This wasn't what he said he was going to do. No, you assumed that everything that he was going to do was going to personally attack people of color. And now that you're tasting a lot of the karma, as I would say, you know what I'm saying, of the things that you've chosen to do, now you're upset, now you're mad. But you're not mad enough. Because imagine when November, no food stamp. December, no food stamp. January, no food stamp. Y'all are about to lose your mind. And I hope you grab that anger and you fuel it properly and you go towards the person that's causing you this problem. Not us black people, not us people of color or POCs, but that man. I hope so, but nevertheless, you know that people of color are always the punching bag for people who are less wealthy and less powerful. So they gotta attack us because we're the closest denominator for them to be able to feel like they're superior than they actually are. But nevertheless, I hope you guys remember, because we won't forget. North will never forget. The North will always remember, because this man is systematically breaking everything that has taken 15, 20, 30 years to us to put forth to help our communities, and now they're gone.
Did y'all see where them folks ran up in Walmart and just started taking groceries? Yeah. Y'all named it SNAP benefits because somebody knew it was gonna come to this. You think these folks ain't gonna snap about they SNAP? Man, hell yeah. Listen, think about this. How many mothers and fathers out there who had children wouldn't put their life on the line for their kids to eat? You ever think about that, Ronald Rump? You think that you gonna cut off these SNAP benefits and these folks ain't gonna snap? I'm sorry for the inconvenience, but shoot, you finna see a whole nother side of America that you ain't seen. I'm telling you. And don't try to charge me with inciting the ride. I'm just telling you what's finna happen. These folks ain't finna let me around here hungry because you said so. What the hell wrong with you? Man, listen here. These folks finna snap about their damn snap. Yeah. And I don't blame them. Because they snapping for a whole lot of other shit too. Yeah. Americans have put up with a lot of shit right now. And you know what MAGA started to, abbreviate. You know what it started, really, the definition started to be? You making America great assholes. You making us some great assholes. Cause these folks feel like an ass about their SNAP benefits. Man, what I tell you? I'm sorry for the inconvenience, but shit, just watch.
Welcome back, guys. So let's start with the truth most people don't want to admit. SNAP, the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, was never created for Black America. It was built around Black exclusion. The first person to receive food stamp wasn't some mythic welfare queen. It was a white woman named Mabel McFiggin in 1939 during the New Deal era. Back then, Black sharecroppers, domestic workers, and tenant farmers were deliberately left out of most New Deal programs, including early food aid. It wasn't until the Food Stamp Act of 1964 that federal food assistance became accessible across racial lines, 1 year before the Voting Rights Act even passed. So when we talk about SNAP today, we are not talking about a handout. We're talking about a system that was built off Black exclusion and perfected through Black resilience. Now fast forward to this current moment. Government shutdowns, delays, and budget cuts have become a ritual of punishment disguised as fiscal responsibility. In 2024, over 41 million Americans relied on SNAP to feed their families according to USDA data. That's nearly 12% of the country. And the biggest myth? That black families make up the majority. The real numbers show that 37% of SNAP households are white, 26% are black, and 16% are Latino. So when you scroll through white TikTok and see people saying, we give out SNAP benefit, it comes from us. It's more than just ignorance. It's a historical amnesia that erases who has actually kept this economy functioning under crisis. Let's talk about what happens when those benefits stop. SNAP cuts don't just empty fridges, they empty local economies. A study by the USDA found that every $1 in SNAP spending generates about $1.5 to $1.8 in economic activity. So when benefits freeze, corner stores close, food banks overflow, and small town grocery stores lose their profit margin overnight. In 2019, during that partial government shutdown, people pawned wedding rings, maxed out payday loans, and took out next month benefit just to buy milk. The debt didn't reset when the government reopened. It snowballed. What we are watching now is that same cycle repeated, except this time it's intentional. One of the stitch creators in one of my old videos called this cut shock therapy. And they're absolutely right. Starvation becomes a syllabus, a way to teach the public to expect less. It's psychological conditioning. First, create panic, then normalize scarcity. And before long, people start believing hunger is just how the system works. But what hit different is how Black Americans are reacting this time. One video said it perfectly. We have been through this before. And that's the truth. From plantation rations to Depression-era leftovers, Black communities have always known how to turn survival into art, literally. Soul food was born from scraps. Resilience became the recipe. So when you see some folks panicking online and others calm, it's not complacency. It's historical memory. It's knowing that collective care has always been the safety net this country refused to build. Still, we need to be honest that calm doesn't mean comfort. Because SNAP cut hit differently in a time where wages are stagnant, inflation is high, and grocery prices have jumped nearly 25% since 2020, if your benefits go down, that's not just less food. That's less fuel for an already exhausted community. But look at what's happening. Local mutual aid groups are stepping up. Churches are organizing free grocery distributions. Black farmers are teaming up with food co-ops to deliver produce directly to families. The spirit of cooperation, the same one that carried Black Americans through Reconstruction, the Great Migration, and COVID, is still alive. So if you're watching this and wondering what to do, remember, silence is the anesthesia that makes austerity possible. When people stop speaking, the pain becomes policy. So document what's happening, post a receipt, name the counties where the benefits stopped, and show the lines at your local food banks. Americans can't afford to treat hunger like background noise, because once it becomes normal, it becomes permanent. At the end of the day, these SNAP cuts aren't just about food, they're about control. It's a lesson in who gets to eat and who gets to wait. And as history keeps reminding us, this country's memory is short, but Black America's memory is generational. Still to the end of these conversations, family, keep watching, keep thinking, and keep connecting the dots. Because the moment you stop talking about it, they will call the suffering a budget adjustment. I appreciate all my viewers, the originators, and the stages who sparked this reflection. You all keep this community thinking critically and caring loudly. This is Echo Room Vibes. Stay aware, stay compassionate, and as always, don't let them make hunger sound reasonable. From Echo Room Vibes, peace out.